Alright, everybody, I am back again and I am reviewing this show right here, Swamp Thing. Alright, so this show came out March 31st of 2019 and it only had one season, which is very disappointing. I love this show so much. It had 92% of Rotten Tomatoes for the whole show. It was so disappointing because it left us with kind of a cliffhanger at the end. Um, but let's get into before I get into all that, let's get into who starred in it. Obviously, you got Crystal Reed here in the middle. She is from Teen Wolf. She starred as Abigail Arcane, Abby Arcane. And then we have Vanessa Madsen as Maria Sutherland, Andy Bean as Alec Holland, the human form of Swamp Thing. And then for the actual form of Swamp Thing, we had Derek Mears. He's done some horror stuff. I think he was Jason at one time. We have Will Patton, the guy from the Titans. Remember the Titans? He was Avery Sutherland. He's kind of like the one of the bad guys in the show. We got Kevin Durant. He was Jason Woodrow. He was a biogeneticist in the movie. And then we have Ian Ziering. He was in 90210 as Steven Sanders. And he played Daniel Cassidy, Blue Demon, which I like that they added another superhero to the movie, to the series. Like, this series is like, I'm not a big horror fan, but I love Swamp Thing, and I love how they did this show. Man, I'm just, like I said, I'm just so disappointed that we didn't get a season 2. It just left us with a cliffhanger. So pretty much Alec Holland, played by Andy Bean, he, came to the fictional town of Murray in Louisiana because of some things that was going on in the swamp. He went to study the swamp. Abby Arcane came because a green flu, some type of new flu was coming in and just getting people sick. So she worked for the CDC. And that's how her and Alec met, because he was studying the swamp and, she was studying the swamp as well, because that's where it was coming from. Will Patton's character, Avery Sutherland, is kind of like a mob boss type businessman. Always something shady. His wife is Marie Sutherland. And, but anyways, he's been trying to come up with like cures and stuff just to make money from the swamp. He breaks in Jason Woodrow, who's played by Kevin Durant. He's the biogeneticist. And his wife is actually have Alzheimer's, so he's, there as well to kind of, see if he can find a cure, because he's been looking for one for the longest time. And then Ian Ziering, I don't know how to say his name. If I'm butchering, I apologize. I wasn't a 90210 fan. I did watch some of those Sharknado movies. Those are hilarious, and I know he was in those. But he was like a semi-famous actor who played Blue Demon in multiple films. But he promised someone that he would stay Murray to help someone out, so he can't actually leave the place. He's cursed until he helps somebody out, and it turned out it was Abigail Arcane, Abby Arcane. At some point in the movie, in the show, I keep saying movie, it's like one big long cinematic. It is awesome, okay? So it's like one big long cinematic TV series, and when I turned it off, the last, I let the credits roll, I was so like sad that I wasn't going to get any more of this. Swamp Thing, Alec Holland is attacked in the middle of in the night in a boat in the swamp. He's shot, his boat is exploded, and he turns into Swamp Thing. So, turns out it was just his consciousness in this body that the swamp made for him because they chose him to be its protector. There's another poster for the series that I chose not to use because I had him holding like a skull skeleton, and I didn't want TikTok to be like, hey, this is to this or this is to that. I'm tired of me having to re-record videos because TikTok don't like something about it. Okay, but it's actually Alec Holland's actually dead. It's just that his consciousness is in this body, the Swamp Thing body. This was like practical effects. The Swamp Thing was a practical effect. It wasn't CGI or anything. It was really cool. You know, Derek Mears is a really tall guy, really big actor, and he was perfect for the role. You know, he was disappointed that it was canceled. So there were. You guys go ahead and check out the show. It's on Tubi right now for free, so you can watch it. It ended its run on August 2nd, 2019, but it was literally canceled a week after episode 1 aired, which is very disappointing. I'm going to keep saying that because this show is awesome. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, okay? 92%. And I'm not a huge Rotten Tomatoes fan, but I agree. This show is a highly it's a high production show. They put money into it. It's probably one of the best Swamp Things out there, and hopefully with James Gunn's new Swamp Thing movie that we can get something similar to this, because this was awesome. Okay, that it's practical effects and not CGI. This aired on the defunct DC universe, which was cool. You know, it was very inexpensive. You had all the DC shows ever made on there. I enjoyed it. You know, I had it for the 2 years. You know, and you know, Stargirl of it. First season aired on there as well. So Titans and Doom Patrol aired on there as well. So even though it was short-lived, it did give us some good shows. But yeah, Swamp Thing, as far as a rating, I would give it a 9.5. 9.3 to 9.5. It's a really, really good show. I loved Swamp Thing as a kid. My mom used to watch the old show. And I don't know, I just gravitate towards these superhero monster creatures like Thing, Hulk. I don't know, I just always loved that as a kid, and I stick to that. I actually bought the McFarlane Glow in the Dark exclusive, gold label exclusive of the Swamp Thing. It kind of reminds me of the show, and it glows in the dark, which is really cool. But man, I bought this on DVD last few weeks ago during Black Friday. It was on sale on Amazon. But yeah, you can get it on Amazon. You can watch it for Tubi for free, and come back and tell me what you thought. If you have saw it, tell me what you think. Other than that, guys, I got a few more things coming at you in the next few days. Just stick by me. Thank you for watching. Peace.